When I first came across this deck, it was absolute love at first sight. You know I like blue-white control, and this is just a completely new take on it. It looks like a big pile of jank when you first see it, but the synergy of this deck is so good with Whir of Invention, all these cheap artifacts. Grafdigger's Cage and Unlicensed Hearts has actually been pretty good in the main. This deck wins mostly by using this Thousand Moon Smithy, and it's pretty easy to flip over, and then pretty much everything else you cast in your deck other than counterspells or a static net will make you an artifact creature. Yorion is such a good card too. We just decided to throw one in the main. It's probably a mistake, but I just wanted to try it out. I'm still working on the deck list. I want to really take some time and fine-tune this list, but this is just the first iteration. So check out these games. I'm really happy with how this deck plays. Tom Brokaw. I feel like I play this guy all the time. I guess this hand's not very good. I want to play the Hall. It's not very good, but we're keeping it, right? Guess we're playing against some Amalia combo. Oops. So basically I'm going to want a Whir of Invention and probably go get either Grafdigger's Cage or Unlicensed Hearse. Probably just go get Grafdigger's Cage and make them have an answer like Besagio. Work my way toward the Supreme Verdicts. Alright, do you have a Walker you can play too? Alright. So maybe I just hold up Whir of Invention for one to get Grafdigger's Cage, or do I want a Prophetic Prism to try to draw another white source to play Supreme Verdict? I guess if I Prism, I can still hold up Metallic Rebuke. Alright, well that's not what we wanted. I guess I could have played this on the Prism to get the Walker, but let's just hold up Rebuke. Sure. Not going to counter a Wild Growth Walker. My counter is for Amalia. This Whir of Invention can be done at instant speed too, which is pretty cool. Well, we didn't get a land. When are they going to go for the Amalia? That's the question. Alright, well the Hearse changes things. So I can place Supreme Verdict off the Prophetic Prism, I guess. I think I'm just going to play the Hearse and pass. I could get something with 3 or less. I don't think we want anything like that. Maybe... Well, can they pay 3? They can. I think we just have to let them combo here. We found a Besagio. Are they going to be playing the Reservoir? That's what I'm wondering now. I still think we go get Grafdigger's Cage here, and then we'll have like 2 answers because they're gonna Besagio one of them. I think having Grafdigger's Cage would be better, but we'll take what we can get. All right. Well, in response, let's exile the Veteran. Guess the Scout. I think I'm just going to get a basic Plains. There's Return to the Ranks. I mean, if they leave Reservoir on top, I just have a counter spell for it. So next turn I'll have to Supreme Verdict and hold up a counter spell. They're in step there. We're gonna go get a Grafdigger's Cage. What is Amalia? I can't see her. Is that 11? I assume they're looking for Reservoir. Why doesn't this Wild Growth Walker have counters? They left an Innkeeper on top? That's interesting. I guess I could also use this Desra's Reliquary to get rid of the Amalia. That might be a better play than using the Supreme Verdict. Alright, we're almost out of it. Yay. We did it. I mean, they're at 151. Alright, let's go get my Grafdigger's Cage. Yeah, I think we just play this and sack a Prism. I guess it's possible they have the Reservoir in their hand. And in that case, we could still counter it as of now. But if they wait to this turn and play it, then we won't have a way to deal with it. I think I'm just going to play right now and try to get just the tiniest amount of value. Maybe I should have sacked the clay bricks instead of the Grafdigger's Cage or the Prophetic Prism. Also should have tapped this Mirrex. And it doesn't really matter too much though. Alright, get a plains, gain a couple life, draw a card. We really want to find a hard counter, like Disruption Protocol, instead of this Metallic Rebuke. But what's interesting to me is they left this Innkeeper on top. Like, what does that mean? What does that mean? So we could do this again, right? But then we wouldn't be able to... if we play the plains, we could hold up Metallic Rebuke. I don't even know if that's really even good anymore. I would rather wait until we can get a lot more value from this last Yorion. I guess I should have activated this before attacks. I would have done 1 more damage, but... doesn't matter. This costs 7. Maybe I don't want to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess I could, because all I'm really holding up is Metallic Rebuke. Alright, well, they can't play Collected Company. They can't play Court of Calling. So I am still really confused about the Innkeeper play. If they just have Reservoir, then we lose. Alright. I like another Prophetic Prism. I like this art, too. Thraben Inspector, it's not bad. I'm actually going to sack this and see if we can pick up a counter. Alright. That might kind of save us. If they had a Reservoir. 1, 2, 3, 1. Yeah, I guess it'd be... They would be 1 short of paying against double Metal Rebuke. Alright, let's just attack. Definitely got some work to do. And they're still gaining life. I guess we're more likely to kill them with Infect than actual damage at this point, right? Hey, Inventors Fair is okay, right? Like, what can we really get with Inventors Fair? I guess we could get a Mightstone and Weakstone, or we could get the 1000 Moon Smithy, which we could flip over. Now that I can draw 2, would we want to play this one? Maybe not yet. All right, nice. Good game. I think this hand looks pretty good. Maybe need to find a sweeper or something. Yeah, I'd like to find a Supreme Verdict. Real bad. Maybe we just play a Prism first, trying to find that Verdict. Hey, there's that Verdict. I feel like that's definitely key to winning the game against mono white. That's sus. I wonder if they have Resolute reinforcements. I can play the clay-fired bricks and still hold up Metallic Rebuke. No play. That's very interesting to me. Well, if they're trying to just force me to counter this Aspirant before doing anything else, then I'm probably just going to use Otawara and send it back to their hand on their end step. Alright, let's play our Moonsnare Prototype. This is like the most conservative I've ever seen mono white play, honestly. I don't really see how this game plan is going to work out. Alright, I'm open if you want to play something. No? Alright. We got Whir of Invention. We can basically go get anything. So maybe I want to get 1,000 Moons here. I think getting 1,000 Moons would be pretty good. Put a lot of pressure on them. Do you want to play something more than this? I guess not. I guess they're riding Aspirant to victory. Giant killer. All right. Well, now we're not going to have enough to tap it, to flip it over. You know what? I'm tired of Aspirant. You're going to have to play more cards to kill me. Alright, we're going to be flipping 1,000 Moons here. Man, this Aspirant is just not going away. Let's not do that. They have the 3, obviously. Alright, it's flipped. Let's play Supreme Verdict. Pass the turn. Our shields are down. Alright. They don't care. That was a weird game. Oops. What are we playing against, Jengatha? Well, this hand's not so good, but I get some scries, so maybe we'll try it. Alright, that's trouble for us. Static Net is going to be pretty slow. I don't think... well, maybe Whir of Invention helps me a little bit, but I think it's going to be a little too slow. I mean, I could Whir to go get like a portable hole, but that won't be for a little bit. I mean, there's Supreme Verdict, but again... it's pretty slow. So I guess we're going to play a Candy Trail in the Grafdigger's Cage and just hope we don't die. Actually, now that we're sounding pretty good. Although we don't have the triple blue to play it 'cause we played a Plains. We basically have to survive 2 more turns. Not looking good. Didn't draw any of our removal spells. Well, we drew them, but not the ones we need to survive in this matchup. The hazard on the Virtuoso. And did they discard a God's Willing? Okay. So they just have plenty of God's Willing in their hand. Prophetic Prism. I guess maybe we can hope to gain 3 life here, and that's going to be enough. All right, Swift Spear. Uh-oh. Am I dead? I guess we weren't dead. I could have just let it ride, right? But now we're dead. Actually, we're not dead. Give me a land. No. Why wouldn't you give me a land? Why? All right, GG's. I like this hand. Thraben Inspector into Metallic Rebuke sounds good to me. All right, well, this might be a tough matchup for us unless we can find a portable hole, which we know we can get one, but it's going to take a while. I'm actually going to take this block, because this will force them to use their mana if they want to kill the Thraben Inspector. And then next turn, I can hold up a Metallic Rebuke, and if they had any 2-drop, I guess, that took them off that play, we'll just pass the turn. Kind of seems like they have a God's Willing. Yeah, so maybe they had the Virtuoso last turn and they couldn't play it because they wanted to kill our Inspector. Who knows? All right, well, now they're tapped out, so I like playing this for 1. We'll get rid of that, and hopefully there's no more creatures. They have 1 Defiant Strike. So if I play Static Net, there's a good chance they just play God's Willing here. But I feel like I kind of just have to eat the God's Willing. Unless I want to go for a Supreme Verdict. If I want to go for Supreme Verdict, maybe I just play the Well here. I really hate just tapping out and playing right into a God's Willing. They are going to draw some cards, which sucks. You want to beef it up more? All right, Monstrous Rage is here. 6 damage. And they're just going to hold up the God's Willing. I could just play the Thousand Moon Smithy and we'll just have a really nice creature to block with. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess it's just a 4/4. I think that's fine. I guess they could have Reckless Rage, which would suck. Actually, it'll be a 5/5, right? Yeah. So this will play around Reckless Rage. And it's colorless, so it can't give it protection. Right? It is colorless, right? Oh, wait, it's a white gnome soldier, so it's not colorless. Create a white gnome soldier artifact creature. I'll definitely block here. I mean, I'd be really surprised if they didn't block here, but I guess now it's just going to attack through my 5/5. Well, maybe not. You can't put another monster token, whatever. Another token enchantment. Oh, and they get to cast it at instant speed, that's right. I'll block. Oh, now do you have a Reckless Rage to finish it off? Oh, come on, draw Supreme Verdicts. I don't know if I can afford to lose this blocker. I think I'm going to say no for now. That'll gain us a little bit of life. Oh, wow. I didn't think they were... It was over, but maybe. Like they still had a chance with Arcanist, but alright, GG's. Yeah, I'll keep this. I like this hand. Candy Trail, find some more lands. Ooh, maybe we don't want Smithy just yet. Thoughtseize, yep. I think this deck will really struggle against Rakdos. Thoughtseize is pretty good against us. Well, if I play my Candy Trail, I can't hold up Disruption Protocol, but I don't think I care right now. I'd rather wait until they have 3 mana to counter a Fable. Ooh, no play. How many artifacts do I need? If you control 3 or more. I think we could play that. We'll have 3 after this. Seems like they really didn't want us to have Supreme Verdicts. I think I like having 1. If they play nothing, we can just crack our Candy Trail, but if they go for Fable, we'll just counterspell. So they know about this, so they just got to eat it. Fortunately, we only have 2 lands, but we're drawing a Verdict. Is there a value in cracking this now? Probably not. Now there is. Why would they tap it like that? I could have drew a counterspell. Alright, we can go Verdict. But we won't be able to play the Thraben Inspector after. I do think I just have to kill this. Oh wait, we can. Never mind, I have another white source. It's going to be unfortunate if they just play a Shieldred here. Alright, I guess we can get some value out of our portable hole. Play a Bankbuster. Might be a risk of tapping out. We're not tapping out, but playing a land and putting Yorion in our hand if they have a Thoughtseize. If they draw a Thoughtseize here. But it's not like I'm really going to get that much value out of this anyway right now. Ooh, that's nasty. That is nasty for us. Yeah, we got to counter that. I would like to go like prism into prism into prism. A static net. Probably worth here. Yeah, I just don't want them to draw a bunch of cards. Alright. Well, Shieldred's worse. Maybe we can draw another, our last Supreme Verdict. Well, we're going to take some damage drawing these cards, but sure. They can activate the Hive. Attack us for 9. My plan is to use Otawara on their instep. Then maybe we can play Yorion and flash this and draw a couple cards. I guess that's the best we can do right now. Maybe this deck needs more sweepers. Maybe we could play Farewell. Although I don't know if there's much more value, since we wouldn't necessarily want to be exiling artifacts or enchantments. Alright, well they tapped out, or not tapped out, but they don't have the mana to play a Shieldred, so we can go ahead and send that back to their hand. Unfortunately, Grafdigger's Cage isn't going to do anything except, like, improvise. I drew another Otawara. Yeah, I guess we just go ahead and do this. I don't know about Static Net, though. I don't think I can afford to do that. We could have kept that Grafdigger's Cage, actually, for a target for this Trespasser. Oh, we'll definitely rebuke that. That was the first invoke, right? Yeah. All right. They can copy this. I can block it. Seems like they'd be better off just waiting until my instep to do it. But there's really no value other than exiling a card from my graveyard here. Okay, I'm happy about this. Our deck doesn't care about cards being exiled from the graveyard. All right, that was actually a good draw. We already have our best card, basically. But we could go get a Mightstone and Weakstone for this Shieldred. Let's see, do we need to play this? 1, 2, 3. Actually, we do need to play this. If we want to improvise for the Mightstone, because that'll be 1, 2, 3. Wait, we don't even have enough for that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we need 8. So, well, we'd have to play this to have the 8, right? I think that's fine, actually. I almost think I could attack here. No. I don't think so. I want to be able to double block this menace creature. Actually, we're going to be 1 short. We can only do this for 4. So it'd probably just been better to play Otawara. Right, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not counting very well right now. I'm just going to go ahead and do this in my draw so I don't have to... Or do we want to just flip? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Yeah, we have to do this. We don't have to, but I think this is the play. Wow, why did they concede? Thought things were going actually poorly for us till the end, but I didn't think it was over, unless they just drew a land or something, but they still had ways to draw cards. All right, well, we're currently 9 and 7 with this list. I really like this list a lot. I do think there could be some improvements with early game, like if you don't draw your portable holes and you're playing against mono red, you can just get ran over, but you know that's true with pretty much every deck. If you don't draw your cheapies or removal, then mono red is just going to run you over. So maybe there's some upgrades we could make in that department, but I do want to play this deck more and really try to fine tune it. I think this deck's really awesome and I enjoy playing this deck. Let me know what you think, and thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time.